Hello dear Capricorn, welcome back. This is A from High Fives Tarot, and we will draw first immediately an oracle card from Amoret Psyche. I apologize if you don't understand that, but this is Eros and Thanatos, where Eros, the god of love, where Thanatos, god of death or death, wins over Eros. So it's love and death, and perhaps right now, dear Capricorn, you could be in a situation wherein it consumes you, all-consuming love. It could be put that way. You could be in an exhausting situation wherein you feel like there's no more love left in your system, a soul-sucking situation perhaps, and quite a difficult moment in your life right now. So the message immediately from this card, what we could get from here is that in what ways could you transcend the challenges that death, Thanatos, right in front of you? It consumes you. Love can also sometimes be consuming, exhausting. Let's admit that. How can you transcend that situation in a way that you could still use the energy of love to conquer those troubles or that battle that you are experiencing right now? This is a love reading for our dear Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, February 2023. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Okay, imbalance and not wanting to nurture yourself, not wanting to go into a healing venture, and perhaps you are feeling so overwhelmed to a point that it gets to you, to a point that it makes you feel anxious. Whatever situation that you are experiencing right now in your love life, perhaps it's getting the best of you. And what's a good thing here, I feel that the energy around you, everything seems to be overwhelming, or perhaps you're feeling the anxiety, you're feeling the exhaustion, but you are acknowledging that there is a challenge right in front of you, although there seems to be a confusion about how you can deal with the situation. This could also mean that there is a challenge in terms of your work-life balance. Could be this is Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. She is the goddess of compassion. She asked for, Buddha gave her a lot of hands so she could focus on a lot of people that needs compassion. So perhaps right now a question for you is that how can you channel the energy of compassion not only towards your partner but also to yourself? How can you nurture? How can you rest? How can you give out a hand to your own self so that you could fill your own cup and you could nourish yourself? The star card here, there seems to be something has rocked you, your relationship, in the most recent past, and there seems like you are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, if I may put it that way. Not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and perhaps there's no silver lining, dark clouds everywhere, and perhaps you are having a hard time to find meaning or find sense in the situation that you are encountering right now. What is this Ace of Swords here? Evaluating your options. Fear. Perhaps you would want to take that leap of faith towards something new. You had an idea, you had an epiphany, oh, maybe I could do this, maybe we could try out this, but you are having a hard time to make sense of that. You're also having a hard time about what action steps you should do, what needs to be done. But this is Temperance here. Not wanting to perhaps feeling alone, For some of you, you could be exerting too much effort in this love situation to a point that you feel so trapped. I mean, there's that inner niggle, there's that niggling feeling wherein you feel like you have to do something about it. Perhaps relocate, find a home, relocate somewhere else, settle down, get married for some of you, but you just don't have the energy to work on that right now. Everything feels could be exhausting. Everything feels like a burden, and perhaps you're seeing Thanatos right there in front of you, almost like consuming you, almost like eating you alive, and it drains your energy. It drains the hope that you have. Losing hope. You have the Star card there, which could speak of you losing hope about the situation. I mean, you know that phrase when we're used during marriage or during your wedding, you say that in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer. But you know, when you are in a poor situation, not necessarily financially challenged, you're in a poor, you feel so poor, it's hard for you to think straight. It's hard for you to find a plan, to work on a solid plan, or even to think of ways to get you out of the situation. Poverty, not only physically as in financially, but also of mindset and perhaps energy, and you are struggling to keep your head above the water. Perhaps that is what you are experiencing right now. Perhaps you are experiencing arguments with your partner's family, arguments with some friends, and perhaps you are having a hard time to assert or to express because perhaps you feel alone or you feel so trapped in a situation. Perhaps you could be embroiled in some argument, embroiled into an issue that was not yours, to a burden. Perhaps you are confronted with a burden that is not yours to carry to begin with. For some of you, you could be dealing with your partner's issues, personal issues, financial problems, could be mental issues or mental health struggles. But the good thing here is that it seems like you are working. You want, there's a willingness for you to do something about your situation, and perhaps you know that there's that strong niggling feeling, or perhaps a whisper from the universe telling you to get out of that, or to choose this over that, and you know what to do. You really know what to do about the situation. What do you want Capricorn to know? What is this 8 of Pentacles? Doing the work, perseverance, working on something financial related, or possessions, wealth, health, finances, opening up yourself for a period of abundance, welcoming in something new, opening up opening up to new opportunities, and knowing that, standing your ground. That is what I am getting here. Letting go of that fear. For some of you, your person may have ventured into something new. They have invested on something, but without a solid plan. And suddenly, you are getting affected by their poor choices, perhaps. For some of you, you could also have you have recently gotten out of a relationship, and it's time to shake things up. There could be a long-standing issue between you and your person. This could be a home. This could be the talks of marriage plans that hasn't come to fruition, and it's time to do that right now. It's time to shake things up and to turn a leaf into a leaf, in the chapter of your life, because there seems to be fears, feeling alone, there's so much on your plate right now, and perhaps you feel that everybody else is against you. Conflict, mental conflict, overthinking. One more card, please, for our dear Capricorn. You got the Star card. Star card here in reverse. This is the same with this one, in a sense that you are getting swamped by your own insecurities or fears, not wanting to confront what's right in front of you, or perhaps lacking that grace to accept the situation, the reality of the situation. For some of you who may have broken up, there is a resistance or repressing yourself, restraining yourself to accept the reality of the situation and come into a healing space or a healing journey. So in what ways can you move or be to open yourself up to new experiences? How can you tame your passions, and how can you open yourself up to hope? Don't give up on that hope. The Star card always comes after the Tower. The Tower is falling apart, breakdown of relationships, but it is a sign that everything that is not built on a solid foundation will eventually fall apart. The Tower has come. The Tower, this is after the Tower. The Tower has already come into your life. How, in what ways can you be graceful in allowing that to happen, so that you could allow yourself also to grow? Know that you have everything that you need. When temperance is resisted, that balance, that emotional intelligence, in a sense of maturity, if you resist this, the opportunity for the Star card or healing, that hope will never be open to you. So in what ways can you turn that leaf? There's nobody else in your life who could turn that new leaf or new chapter in your life but you. Stand your ground, and perhaps this could mean that you would never win in terms of resisting this, resisting healing. And look at your High Priestess there. It sits right in the middle of your reading. In what ways can you respond to that niggling feeling that you have to do right now? If in any case, I am also seeing another situation here wherein perhaps people around you are not in agreement with one of the choices brought up in this issue. Perhaps you might need to stand your ground, and perhaps you might need to explore to do the work and to explore ways of perhaps being financially stable, shifting your career. I'm not seeing travel here, but what I am seeing is that there are fears and insecurities, feeling trapped in a situation, but you yourself seems to be having a hard time or struggling with facing those fears. The challenge here for you is to put these cards upright, to face Thanatos with that fear, and used as what I have mentioned in the beginning of the reading. How can you use that love which you feel has deserted you? You may have been feeling right now that you don't know what love is anymore, because you feel so deserted, you feel so alone, and you don't know how you could fully express this love. So the situation calls for you to channel, use that same energy for you to find the compassion with yourself, to find what you truly want, to explore, to open yourself up to new opportunities, to work on a new idea perhaps, so that you would be able to not let go of the hope that still resides within you. I mean, you know what to do. It's time to take that new chapter. Open yourself up to a new chapter in your life. So Continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, dear Capricorn, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here. My name is A, and see you soon. Bye.